Hi, Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazin. You know you've seen the show, now you want to hear some of the answers. I bring you Andrew Lincoln, Rick Grimes, as some of you may know. Walking Dead, a worldwide cultural phenomenon. What do you think is it about zombie apocalypse that makes it a relatable story that so many people around the world from all different cultures can identify?
Well, I think always the thing that attracted me to the show was the fact that it was about character. It was about ordinary people in this extraordinary landscape. And I think maybe that's the thing. It's not superhero, it's not sort of camp, it's not trying to be supernatural. It's very much a survival show where, yeah, ordinary folk pull each other through the day. And, you know, the landscape for this show is amazing. It's almost mythological. You can say a lot of things. And maybe that's why it translates to different countries worldwide.
And what's interesting too, those of you who've been watching the show for the 5 seasons it's been on, is when we first met Rick, here was this man of the law, not necessarily passive, but more of a humble man. And as the show has progressed, he's had to become more brutal with the environment that he has to deal with.
Yeah, I think that was always the thing that attracted me to playing this guy, is that he starts as the embodiment of law and order. And you follow him, the audience, he's the eyes and ears of the audience. And you follow him on this extraordinary, morally ambiguous journey. And you find yourself, after season 5, with a man executing somebody, you know, in the final scene. And I think that as an actor, it's a hugely exciting role to play, because, you know, the guy that you're seeing now after 5 years does not resemble in any way the guy that pre the apocalypse. So yeah, I mean, it's a thrill ride to play this guy. And
a last quick question for you. Last year I did this interview with Norman, and I was asking him, because you are placed in some interesting physical scenarios, fake blood, fake body parts, all this other stuff, and we all know it's not real, but as an actor,
it still
serious
smells.
actor,
I mean, it still smells.
That's what I was asking him. He shared one humorous story about a scenario with all that. What's been the most interesting moment for you, having to go through some of these filming where it's just so unrealistic, but you have to make it real?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there was in episode 2, it was called Guts, the episode, and it was me and Stephen Yeun, and we had to chop up a body and then smear ourselves in the zombie gore, and I had feet and an arm sort of draped around my neck, and it was, we shot that scene, and I was chopping with an axe, dismembering this zombie. And I think it was at that point that I realized this was not your average cop show. And
did you that in drama school?
No,
it's no class in drama school.
Well, that's right. That's what I said. I remember also being under a tank as well when Frank Darabont was directing the pilot, and I was being chased in downtown Atlanta by 250 zombies, and I was under this tank, and he went, just sweating, and I went, you know, I'm classically trained, and he went, yeah, but it's better than any Shakespeare. This. It is. It's a gas, man. But I think that scene in Guts was the first time that I really thought, this is not a job that I ever envisaged I would be, you know, playing.
Well, you clean up nicely, as you can see.
Oh, well,
Andrew, I cannot thank you enough. Really enjoyed it. Terrific with the show.
Oh,
and this is Scott Orlin. Until next time.